Where hath that the wisher's eye be pressed? Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear, this is he, my master despised the Athenian maid, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she does not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Sure upon thy eyes I throw all the powers this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So wake when I am gone, for I must know now to Oberon. Stay through all, thou kill me, sweet Demetrius. I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus. And wilt thou darkling leave me, do not so. Stay on thy peril, I alone will go. I am out of breath, and in this fond chase, the more my prayer, the lesser is my weight. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright, not with salt tears? If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel to Demetrius, do as a monster, fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine hath made me compare with Hermia's fiery eyne? But who is here, Lysander, on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake. And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake, transparent Helena. Nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword. Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he loved your Hermia? Lord, what though that Hermia still loves you? Then be content. Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I left, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says, you are with the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young, till now ripe not to reason, and touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook lived stories written in love's richest book. Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve the scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never know, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused. She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as the sight of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, whereas the heresies that men do leave are hated most of those they did receive. So thou mightst fight, and my heresy of all be hated, but the most of me, and all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight. Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Me, for pity. What a dream was here, Lysander. Look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what removed? Lysander, Lord, what out of hearing gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all love. I swoon almost with fear. No, then I well perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately. Are we all met? Cat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this Hawthorne break our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke. Peter Quince. What sayest thou, Bully Bottom? There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. I'll answer you with that. Firelock in a parlous fear. I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done. Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our sword, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear. Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6. No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8. Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion? I fear it, I promise you. Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it. Therefore another prologue must tell he is not a lion. Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are, and there indeed let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner. Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things, that is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe might meet by moonlight. Doth the moon shine that night we play our play? A calendar, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine, find out moonshine. Yes, it doth shine at night. Why then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in it at the casement? Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, you talk through the chink of a wall. You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom? Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper. If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin when you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue. What hempen homespuns have we swaggled here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps I'll see calls. Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth. Thisbe, the flowers odious savor sweet. Odors, savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dear Thisbe, but hark a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by